Anyways, guys, this is me welcoming you guys back to Gospel Life News. I'm so happy to have you guys, like, have your attention and actually have you on this segment. Trust me, we really had you in mind, and then we thought it's wise to bring the news update to you guys while you're busy at work. So your AirPods might work, your earpiece might work. Just get plugged in, and trust me, I have amazing updates for you guys concerning news, and we'll begin with obviously you know it's Davido. By the way, it's your boy Daki, and you know the spelling already, Darki, and you know double E. Quick one, I will saw Davido actually at the point, the unavailable project. By the way, we saw where he dropped the Timeless album, about 17 track. For some reasons, yeah, I would actually want to convince myself that I can see the track from 1 to 17. But then, if you can, come to the comment section and prove yourself and do the track list from number 1 to 17 accordingly. Moving on, we saw where one of the track unavailable with Mr. Keys at the moment is currently charting in about 50 countries on Apple Music country charts. Amazing one. It just shows the fact that he kept out the classic on that project, and people are really vibing to that one. The video has been on serious media round, conversations, radio talk, podcast, name it, TV program, presentations, whatever it is that will put him in your faces. Davido has been doing all of that recently on a radio show. So where he came out again to give them exclusive news about himself, his music, and his background. So where he came out to say, at the point where he started the music career thingy, he has to leave his apartment to run away from home, and then he was sleeping in the studio. And then he made mention about his friends saying, "Go back home. You have like paradise to yourself. Why come here to sleep like a poor boy? Are you trying to act poor?" And then he said he has never been down this life, like ever. He has never been poor. He just actually wanted to make good music for himself. And then he said he left his father 60 million US dollars house at the time to sleep the studio. By the way, Beyonce and Jay-Z acquired the most expensive house, and then that house was worth $100 million. So if that's about 2023. So if Davido father had about $60 million at the time, you can imagine what it is. If the I think for now, Jay-Z's house like most expensive house, about $100 million. And Davido is saying his dad owns about 60 million US dollars apartment about that time. It just shows their class with this stuff. Yeah. Moving on, we saw where he came out to say, talk fan base. Say he has a very, very strong fan base. And then he said at the point, he was going to go to club, and a couple of misunderstandings happened, and he was going to ask them, "Can I enter? Should I go back?" And then they were just indecisive. He said he went back home, and then he told these guys, his fans club, said they should f the place up. And obviously, said the next day they called him and they were like, "No, come." They gave him free food, gave him free drinks, and then he just painting a picture saying his fans are amazing. These guys really have his back. Same time, he also mentioned about a lady who said she does not know him. Apparently, she really might not know him, but then Davido said, she was like, "You don't know me?" And then Davido said, "I know what I will do." And then he told the fan club at the same time. And then she woke up, she was seeing like about 50,000 comments. And then so we're threatening, you wanted to do that kind of thingy. And then obviously she called Davido back, and history is the rest. So Davido is saying, according to him, he has a very, very strong fan base, and he loves them and he respects them like so much. Obviously, 30VG guys are really amazing. Moving on, we saw Davido come out to say one of the biggest moments of his life was when his lawyer called him and said, "You're going to be performing at the World Cup." And then it was like, hope it's not the pre-World Cup thingy, like the main one. I was like, "Here, the main one." I was like, "Wow." And then he went for the World Cup, performed. It was a big deal for him. And then he said it was in the hotel one of these, and then the World Bank president was coming out, and he was like, "Davido, I like your music." And then he mentioned the fact that his father has been trying to get like a connection to the guy, and it has not worked. His father is so rich, has connections, but that particular connection has not worked. And Davido was like, "Before me is the World Bank president," and I was like, "You know what? 1 minute." I said, "Daddy, one thing. I have the World Bank president." I was like, "Give him the phone," and sealed. They spoke, they signed the deal, and it was delivered. So he said he connected his dad to the World Bank president. Obviously, you know Davido is a public icon, like what public icon? Almost everyone knows Davido, and that influence also affected his family. Big one to Davido and their delicacies for that one. Moving on, I saw Davido come out to say at the age of 17, like 1 and 7, 17, and just like the I think that was the earliest of his career in music. He said MTN approached him for a deal worth about 20 million at the time. That was massive. Everybody wanted 20 million. Everybody wanted 20 million. And then he said at that time they approached him, he spoke to his father, and they were like, "Yeah, that's cool, you can do it." And then it was like, wow, yeah, I think he had just two songs then. I was like, two songs, 20 million naira. And boom, that was like the beginning of success for Davido. Moving on, we saw where Zlatan linked up with Davido in the UK alongside Kidwire. They had an amazing time vibing to that song, Organigwe by by Zlatan and Odumodu Black. Amazing one. They came through that song 100%, and Davido and just that one by dancing to it. This is a very funny one, a very, very funny one. So popular Bitcoin expert known as Blood, amazing guy, came out to actually say that I think he had like this new app thingy, Billpoint app, where you can make transfers, buy card and everything. And then he was going to make Davido his ambassador. And according to him, he made plans. They made like plans to make Davido the ambassador. And then they wrote Davido, and there was a reply they got. Hey, Mr. Williams, thank you for your email. Davido endorsement fee is 5 million US dollars for a full calendar year and is subject to review at the end of the endorsement period. Kindly let me know how you would like to proceed. Regards. Now, if you do the maths, $5 million about 3 point something billion. I gave you. And it just shows the fact that Davido is a massive. This week they'll talk about weeks. It stands at the moment. It stands like this. We have last night number one, All My Life with Lil Duck number two, Flowers number three, QB number four, Ella Baila Sola number five, and Calm Down with Selena Gomez Rema on number six. Massive one to Rema on that one. Moving on, we saw for the Billboard Global 200, Rema is on number six at the same time. Ella Baila Sola number one, Cupid number two, La Baby number three, UNX 102 number four, Flowers number five, and Calm Down number six. While for the Billboard Global, excluding the US, we have Rema on number eight. Yeah, on number eight. We have Cupid, La Baby, Ella Baila Sola, Flowers, Idol, UN number six, Tattoo number seven, and obviously Calm Down on number eight. While the Afrobeat chart look like this, Calm Down remains there for number 38 weeks, number one. People number two, Free My Mind number three, Essence number four, Soweto five, Rush six, Last seven, Love Wanted Peru nine, and obviously Thames Aya number 10. Top 10, and there is no Davido. What really is happening to that project? Never can tell. Moving on, we have Benson as the last guy on the news. We saw where he came through the song Gagwalada, amazing one with Shay Vibes and Daniel, amazing project they did together. Trust me, you don't, the song you want to listen to, and you just know this guy really wrote this one specifically for their fans to see. Moving on, we saw where it came out to promise us that this year, particularly 2023, is the album year, and trust us, we all are waiting to feast on Benson's project. Moving on, we saw where he came through the song Pray. Trust me, for Pray, yeah, Pray is that song that you most likely will not expect it from Benson, because not at this point. A lot of people are going through like the whole Afrobeat culture, moving on like serious Afrobeat, and going to like Afrobeat is has a tune, has the way it sounds, has what people say in it and everything. But Benson went a different route, went a bit spiritual, and that was an amazing project from Benson. I think it's chatting at the moment, but trust me, this song is a very decent one from Benson. But then we saw where he had an interview, and then he spoke about what happened, how they wrote the song Go Agwalada. According to him, he said he wrote that song in Kiss Daniel's house, and it was in Kiss' house, and fortunately Sars was there, and then Sars played the beat, and Kiss did that thing he did at the end of the song, like, yeah, Kiss did that stuff, and it was like, yeah, I like that jam, and then quickly, and Kiss was like,